Hello, my name is Jasmine Lopez Pulido. I attend Texas A&M University. I'm a junior in the visualization major and I study animation. Animation is an art form. It's the most expressive visual medium in the world. The process of animating can be slow by nature and methodical. It takes a team. It goes through an animation pipeline. In pre-production, there's the idea. Some of the best animation show ideas sprang to life as a fleeting notion in the middle of the night while getting coffee, and others hatched through concentration and hard work. Then the story is made, and a storyboard follows, and then characters or sets are designed. In the production, layouts and models are finalized and animators finish their animation. In post-production, everything is finished and it's put together before it's aired on its release date. Many young artists yearn to make their own cartoons. If they're born with painting or drawing abilities, they apply that talent in different ways. They can be art directors, who control overall visual direction of a project, production designer, creating the look of animation projects, developing the characters, environments, props, and color schemes, and usually undertake role of an art director. Character designers create the look or feel of an animated character. They essentially give birth to a character's creation and are usually there until the end. Background artists create backgrounds for animated films or shows. They draw, create, or paint backgrounds manually or digitally, and have a strong sense of composition, design, and color. Sculpture artists take drawings from characters and sets, and creates what the character would look like in 3D. These can include handcrafted 3D models that animators use and reference when animating a character. So they'll go around and they'll probably just sculpt these things out of clay, usually. Animation in the 80s. It was a barren wasteland, and films hit a lull. TV was dominated by reruns of old Saturday morning shows. For a long time, TV animation fell under three main broadcasting networks: NBC, ABC, and CBS. A family-friendly only. 80s cartoons were really censored. They couldn't do anything violent. For instance, He-Man had a staff child psychologist who had the right to veto any script or storyboard. One of the workers recollected that He-Man would be attacked by a giant broccoli, and so he grabbed a tree and beat it over the head with it. And then the child psychologist would write that a He-Man cannot kill a tree. He-Man in another episode would pick up Beastman and throw him 3 miles, and Beastman would just land in a mud pile or a pile of hay because he can't really get hurt in these shows. Audiences who grew up on Warner Brothers, Hanna-Barbera, or Disney as kids craved to see more than this. Studios now wanted to promote the idea that animation was not just for kids, it could be for adults too. The trend of innovative, unfeathered animation exploded at the end of the 80s. There were new ideologies. An ideology of child empowerment, the idea that kids are capable of rational decisions. Kids are situated as active citizens, and children in the contemporary era use media more than ever before. There was also the child consumer, a new us versus them ideology, kids versus parents. Nickelodeon would not be the ones in authority, but one of the kids. They wanted to show that cartoons are not just for kids, that artists and animators could create things that they actually care about. The employees were told to channel their inner child, and that it's okay to be a kid. You don't have to grow up fast, and it is okay to have fun. There were also new ideologies that led to more variety of shows in the future. Nowadays we have more adult shows like South Park, King of the Hill, Ren and Stimpy, Beavis and Butthead, Simpsons, and there was a variety of genders, as in the Powerpuff Girls, as told by Ginger, and the Wild Thornberrys. We also had a variety of cultures and a variety of races when it came to Samurai Jack, Hey Arnold, and Rocket Power. Animation engages with nation building and memory making by grouping people who share the same history, ideology, traditions, and culture. An example of an episode with nation building included Rugrats Discover America, in honor of Columbus Day. It opens with grandparents returning from vacation and give souvenirs to the babies. These souvenirs include a Native American artifact and a Statue of Liberty toy. This prompts a fantasy vacation of the babies traveling America on a tour bus. They go visit the Grand Canyon, California desert, and New York City. This shows nation building by focusing on popular culture and tourism. The consumer acquires national knowledge at different tourist stops. Our nation is enamored with animated shows. And this is shown by the monster marketing success all around the world with toys, books, stickers, tattoos, glitter pens, pencils, DVDs, and so on. And memory making is basically like we grew up with these characters. We love them. We know most of their names pretty much by heart, and my parents do too. An example, my mom has like a collection of all the Looney Tunes collectible items out there, I believe. As I said before, animation is an art form. It takes a long time. We're yearning to tell stories and create new ideas. Animation participates in new ideologies, nation building, and memory making. Our visual culture is constantly changing by artists who have the ability to retell myths and stories in a more interesting media. While not all artists are animators, all animators are artists. And I'd like to dive into specific art styles and biographies of these animators from the 90s: Paul Germain, Bruce Timm, and Craig McCracken. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.